Hello. Happy Monday. How you doing? I've been dumpster diving. New toy. Hello, Cobb. I've been dumpster diving and I've got a new toy. I don't know what's in it. I don't know if it works. But it looks pretty clean and neat and a nice little small form factor unit. The Acer Veriton. The only thing so far that I've found wrong with it is there's a couple of feet missing, so it's a bit wobbly. So I have no idea what it would be, but it does have, well, it claims to have USB 3 ports on the front. So I'm hoping it's something a little more modern than my usual finds. DVD multi-recorder. All the usual things. But on the back we have PS2 and a real serial port. Ethernet USB 2 ports. A free TP-Link Wi-Fi dongle, which is nice. So, yes. How are you feeling today then, Cobb? Are you gradually getting over your lurgy? So I'm just going to rip the lid off and see what we've got in here. I'm guessing probably something either very late Core Duo, Quad, whatever, or a very early Core i3 perhaps, maybe? Back to work already? Oh. No, I'd take a bit more time off if I were you. Okay, we're in. It has an 80 plus bronze power supply from Light-On anyway, which is nice. Don't feel guilty. Look after number one before number one can't look after anyone else. Two DIMM slots, one populated. Intrusion detection switch on the case there as well. And there is still a hard drive in it, which is unusual. The motherboard says it's a H81H3-AD version 1.0. If that means anything to anybody. But it looks like it would just be ready to go. You've worked on hundreds of these systems, 75 of them sitting in storage at work. Then you'll know exactly what it is already. But don't spoil it for the rest of us. I'm going to pop the CPU cooler off and see what's underneath it. But I'm going to need to get the microphone out of my way first. Okay, we're in. Let's see what this chip is. I've got the wrong glasses on at the moment. What have I done with the other ones? I can never find the glasses I need. So I'll use these ones for the moment. It is... Ooh, not bad. That's quite nice, actually. That's a Core i3 4150. It's a 4th gen. I was expecting no more than 2nd gen. It's a 4150. That's nice. Let me just bring up some specs of that one. CPU Benchmarks has that at 3389. 2 cores, 4 threads. 3.5 gigahertz. First seen 2014. Not a bad little system, that. I like to compare it to my... to my 3770 as my baseline that I compare other things to. Which is my streaming computer. So it's about half the speed of my streaming computer, this is. Not a bad little workstation. Oh, I've just noticed. It's even got, you can just see it tucked away down here, just here, a TPU, the Trusted Platform Unit, which is what is needed for Windows 11. So it could officially run Windows 11, this. Bifocals would help, yes. Then I can have longer range for looking at the screen and short range for looking down here. Oh, TPM, yeah. Not TPU, TPM. What's TPU? What's TPU? It's TPM, this Trusted Platform Module. What's TPU? I know TPU. Oh, the Tensor Processing Unit, of course. That's that, the Tensor Processor Unit. All these TLAs get confusing. How much memory has this got anyway? Is that an 8 or a 4? It's 4 gigabytes, that looks like. I can upgrade that. Yeah, 4 gigabytes of PC3 12800U. I'm sure I've got some more of that lying around. No. You can run Windows 11 on a Core 2 Duo. I know because I have. It's only supported on specific processors, but there's nothing stopping it from running on others. because I've quite happily, well, I say quite happily, I have run it on a Core 2 Duo, but only just. It's not particularly usable. And I run it on my 3770, which works quite nicely with it, actually. Of course, I always use Rufus to boot Windows 11. Absolutely, Cobb. Only a suggestion. It's what they will guarantee that it works on, basically, and what they're happy to make sure that the software they write works with. So, go back to your spreadsheets, Caratas. They're calling you. They're summoning you. Spreadsheets, come to us. Come to us. Right. So this looks like a nice little unit. It could do with a little bit of a memory upgrade. I shall go digging in my... there's my other glasses. I shall go digging in my memory box in a moment. See what I can find. It's a very basic stock cooler on this as well. The motherboard might be able to take a more powerful processor though. We might be able to up it to an i5 maybe. Or even an i7 if we're lucky. Right, memory box. See what I can find in here. Something in here should be DDR3. What have we got? That's slow DDR3 and only 1 gig. As is that. That's DDR. That's DDR. That's DDR3 2 gig, but quite slow, 8500. DDR2. 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 Two gigabytes DDR3 10600. That's a bit better. DDR2. One gig of 10600. DDR2. And finally DDR2. So I've got two DDR3 sticks that are slower than the one that's in here, but hopefully it might work with it. This is the... Change glasses again. I need trifocals, I think. The H81H3-AD version 1.0. There's no visible branding on it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is an Acer motherboard. You can just about see Acer ink up in the corner up here. So I might be able to add another 2 gig to it, possibly. That would be useful, Cobb. See if I can upgrade it. I'm not going to put this in just yet, because I don't want to introduce another variable yet. Because I want to power it on. I will disconnect the hard drive, because I don't want to boot up somebody else's data. But we will see what it does when powered on. Connect the keyboard. Plug in some power. And VGA capture. We have a post. We have a post. It'll take a 4790. Nice. i7 4790. I might have to look to see what's available on eBay. Um, 4790T we want really, don't we? That's the best one available. Quad core 2.7 gig. LGA 1150. About £50 plus. One there, £40. That's an S, not a T. So we're looking about £50 plus to replace the processor on this. Right, can we get into some BIOS on this? There we go. So the build date 2014. Not bad. Right, I'm going to turn this off, put the other memory in and see what happens. See if it'll take a mismatched pair. I think there's our answer. Computer says no. Very much like you two, yes. You're a very mismatched pair. No, it doesn't like having the mismatched memory in there. I don't blame it. I don't blame it at all. Let's just see if I can improve this video a little bit. Contrast seems to be way up. That looks a little bit better. That's a bit better. Right. Okay, so what do we have? We have a 3.5 gigahertz CPU. Yeah, it may be that it doesn't like the slower speed of memory in with the faster memory rather than the size differences. It might need a pair of faster ones. No, maybe this DIMM's dead. I could try which one was it? I've got some very slow ones here. 1 gig 8500. Ah, good question. Let's see if there's any information in here. Yeah, secure boots enabled. That's going to have to change. No, I'm going to have to look at the actual stick itself. But this DIMM that's in there currently is a Kingston. It is a 4GB 1R/8 PCL3 12800U 1112A1. If that's the product number, it's a very long string. Let's see if I can. See if Google can find this. Nope, looking for that string comes up with a 2014 BMW 5 Series. This is PC3L. And the one I'm trying to use is just PC3. I'm out of touch with all these different numbers. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? That's PC3, that's PC3. That's PC3, PC2, PC2, DDR, PC2. PC3, I don't think I have any low voltage DIMMs. PC2, PC3, PC2 and PC2. Nope, I don't have any low voltage DIMMs. Well, if you've got spares, you're always welcome to send anything you like through to me in that sort of vein. Possible. Let's have a look. There's a 1 gig. There's a 2 gig. Let's see what these do. Seems to like it. We have 2 gigabytes of 10600 PC3. So yes, it will take ordinary voltage DIMMs, just not a mixture of high and low voltage. Hello, Ezrak. Thank you for following me. It's always good to see new faces. How are you doing? Do I have any live distros of Linux? Come on, this is me you're talking about. I'm the Linux king. I have every version of Linux. If I can find my iOD. I had it in my hand earlier and thought, I'm going to need this later, I'll put it somewhere safe. And since then I've buried it. There it is. I'm going to try a mixed pair. It's very hard to get these DIMMs in because it's right underneath the CD-ROM drive connectors. This should give me 3 gigabytes. I used to know what I was talking about with these sort of things, but right, it doesn't like that mixed pair in there. But I got out of the habit of doing these sort of things back in the early Pentium days, early to mid Pentiums. Taking out the 80, that's an 8500 I've just taken out. What have I got on here at the moment? I've got Arch. It's not really a, well, it's not really a live CD. I've also got the Windows 11 installer. Two gig seems fine with the Windows 11 installer. But I don't really want Windows 11. Can I get some boot configuration? Oh, stupid thing. That needs to be deleted. Where is it in this system? I've left it disconnected for now. It seems to be booting the kernel quite happily and the main part of the operating system. Generated an SSH key quite happily. It sees the Wi-Fi dongle, which is nice. there's not going to be any real utilities on here, so I mean it's functioning, but actually it may not be stable once we get into a full big operating system. I don't have a full OS on here at the moment. On Linux, all I've got is Arch Linux on my iOD at the moment. Although, actually, that one there is a live one. Quite a lightweight one, but still it's a live distro. Oh, I need a mouse, won't I? Try that again, this time with a mouse. Gparted is wonderful, yes. Linux Mint is, I mean, it's a perfectly fine operating system, fine distro. I mean, I prefer Arch, but then I come from a much more Unix background, so Arch sits well with me. But I mean, you use what distribution you're most comfortable with. If you like the GNOME environment, then Mint is as good as any. They're most. I mean, a lot of these are just Debian with a different front end, really. I mean, this appears to be working fine. It doesn't like a low-res screen though, but yeah, it seems to be functioning fine and so far seems stable, so it looks like it might be okay with high voltage DIMMs. But I've only got a 2 gig one that wants to work. You didn't realise until recently that Fedora had KDE versions. Well, all Linuxes have a KDE version. You don't have to rely on them packaging it. You can install whatever version of Linux you like and then install KDE. That's the beauty of Linux. You don't have to settle for what's being packaged. And you can install ordinary Ubuntu and then, well, by default, yeah, if you're lazy. If you're lazy and want it to be KDE out of the box, then yeah, Kubuntu or Fedora with KDE or the myriad of other systems that all package the same stuff. So it's so little to choose between systems now. I mean, the major difference is how they do their packaging and their update policy. Everything else is branding. I've not seen Plasma 6 yet, although I have the Arch repositories have gradually been renaming their Plasma packages to Plasma 5 in preparation for Plasma 6 going live, so it should be hitting my desktop fairly soon, I would think. So yes, this looks like it would be stable with high voltage DIMMs, but I only have 2 gig that wants to work, so it would be pretty pointless me doing that. So I'll stick with the one that I know works. Back to here. So yes, back to 4 gig. I don't have enough working matched memory to upgrade that at the moment. And I've just noticed I've been running this all that time without the cooler on. And it seemed quite happy. I guess I should put the cooler back on, really, shouldn't I? That is the exact right amount of paste on there. However much you think it should be, and however it should be placed, that is exactly how it is. Okay, cooler reattached. Now, where was the... It's the Mach Helix. Hello, Mach Helix, how are you doing? This is a computer that I found in the local recycling depot, the local tip. I took a load of stuff down there today, including our old Christmas tree and what have you, and came back with this. It is an Acer Veriton. There might well be, which is why I've disconnected the hard drive for the time being, so that it can't boot into whatever operating system is on there and reveal any unwanted information. But this is an i3... I forget what the number is now. i3 4th gen with 4 gig of RAM, and everything appears to be working perfectly happily. Even better now it's got the cooler on it. Maybe there will be a Bitcoin wallet in it. I will have to examine the hard drive at my leisure. And by examine, I mean securely delete without looking at anything. Because if I don't know that if there's anything on there, then I can't be prosecuted for it. 4150, that was it. So I'm going to replace the hard drive with a different one now. Two terabyte Seagate Barracuda, how does that sound? I think that one should do the job.
I love it.
At last somebody other than me has loved a track. It actually has an effect on the tracks, the loving and hating, because the tracks are all randomly selected, but they have a weight associated with them. And every time you love a track, that weight goes up. If you hate a track, that weight goes down. The higher the weight, the more likely that track is to get selected. So if there's something you don't like and you keep on hating it over and over again whenever it comes up, eventually it'll never get played again. Right, how do we get to the hard drive in this? It's buried right down inside here underneath the CD-ROM drive. I'm thinking the front cover has to come off. There's a bunch of clips and off it comes. I can turn it up a bit if you like. I really could do with some audio ducking on this so when I speak it turns down. Right, looks like we've got a couple of screws on the front here that will release the CD-ROM drive. Yes, it's on another track now. That other one will come around again one day. You made me jump then. Oh, 100 bits, thank you, Cobb.
With 100 bits, Cobb 2015 says.
Sheer 100 ducking, you say. Don't talk to me like that.
Audio ducking. If you're not familiar with all these sort of audio production terms, audio ducking is... Well, I can demonstrate it to you manually. It would be... it's what you hear on the radio when a DJ's talking. It's... whenever they talk, the sound will just turn itself down, so that the sound doesn't interfere with their voice. I could do with an automated system on OBS to do that for me. I figured you probably were, but there may well be people who aren't familiar with these terms around who would benefit from increased knowledge. Okay, the existing hard drive is about to be released. Strange custom screws. And it looks very much... What have I done with my new one? There it is. That looks very familiar. The old hard drive is a Seagate. It is a Seagate Barracuda. This is only a 500 though, so replacing a 500 Barracuda with a 2 terabyte Barracuda. That's a reasonable upgrade. You can use your mic as a side chain source for ducking. Okay. That would be interesting to set up. You could almost say...
Wow, I'm really intrigued. Although that could just be the intrigue and all I took this morning.
So if I put the compressor on the music. Hello, Rebel Wolf. Welcome to the the madness. Yes, it's chaos here. We like to be mad here. You don't know Intrigonol? It's a very intriguing drug.
Wow, I'm really intrigued. Although that could just be the intrigue and all I took this morning.
So yes, I was just saying it. Do you put the compressor on the music and then link that through to the microphone, or put the compressor on the microphone and link that through to the music? So I'm not in a position really right now to look at websites. I can barely even see chat. I have to keep moving the computer to see chat. American Dad is one of the best cartoons ever. I thought that might be the case. Let's have a quick look at that. Filters and compressor. Sidechain ducking source. That would be that one then. Now, does it actually work? I'm not sure. If I increase the ratio. Adjust the threshold. That seems to work. Oh, brilliant job. Thank you so much for finding that for me, Cobb. That's going to make everything so much better. Though I think I want to increase the release a little. So it doesn't bounce. Although it may not be perfect because my microphone source is actually the output from my mixer, which also includes all other sounds like sound coming from other computers and things like that. I need to separate them out somehow, I think, but that means connecting the mixer up to my streaming computer through FireWire, which really sucks. It is quite severe at the moment, yes. I might reduce the ratio a bit. How's this going now? No, it's still going down a bit too much, isn't it? Yes, it's an effect that I don't like when they do that sort of thing, because it really messes with the whole of the rest of the sound. Two to one, how's this now? That's a bit better, it's not quite as severe. And I might lengthen the release a little more, I think, as well. Just so it doesn't make it come back quite so sharply. Okay, I now have a hard drive in here. Right, what operating system shall I put on this? What shall we put on here? I could put Windows 10, I could put Windows 11, I could put Linux. Ubuntu. I'm not really a fan of Ubuntu myself. I don't like their politics and policies, especially with things like Snap. I loathe Snap, so I don't use Ubuntu flavors ever. If it's going to be Linux, it'll be Arch. If Snap isn't a thing now, that really surprises me, because They invested huge amounts of time and energy in pushing Snap. But then they invested huge amounts of time and energy in pushing Unity, and then that disappeared.
I love it.
This is a banger. It's not bad for YouTube music, this, is it? Why is my iOD not working? And this is even just a subset of it. This is the subset which is what's the word I'm looking for? I don't have to say who it is, although I do say who it is. But all the rest of it, all the Kevin MacLeod and stuff like that, you're supposed to put all credits and things in the description. And that's not really practical on a stream, is it? Not detecting this at the moment. Probably needs to go through the boot sequence once to initialize the USB properly. No, it's just not initializing my iOD at the moment for some reason. It does this sometimes. Let's just plug it into my main computer instead. That's booted up okay. I think the problem is the USB isn't initializing or something. Carrot House, please leave. I didn't mean it. Come back, please. Oh, why aren't you identifying properly? Let's try it on the back. That's worked, but only USB 2. So, Arch Linux. I'm sorry, you can't ban yourself. this point I need to unmount this Windows drive. There's excuse me. There's no bent pins here. Mode, CD mode. There we go. Oh, we don't need CPU coolers. Not on an i3. Okay, that's just Arch on there. Let's reboot that. I'm rather worried it didn't find the hard drive. Oh, it's that HCI port one. It's gone there now, hard disk. Okay, we're ready to boot. Here's a good idea for a Dell video. Take a Dell, find a nice high bridge or cliff or something like that, and throw it off. See how big a splash it makes at the bottom. This may take a little while longer to boot this time, it's only on USB 2. See if it's possible to destroy a Dell by dropping it off a cliff. Or if it's just so well built that it just bounces and carries on working. Well, it didn't like that. Something not happy here. Let's see if I can get it going on the USB 3 again. It appears to be working on the USB 3 now. But I can't reboot. See what happens this time. By my standards, that 504 was pretty modern Linux. You should try using Slackware or something like that. Yes, the music volume has gone up, but I have audio ducking now, so you can still hear me. Now it's not finding the CD drive on here. Booting, but not finding it. It's saying it's got a USB 3 connection. Strange things are afoot. it's not finding my iod. Let's try the G-parted one again. No, it's refusing to find it now. I don't know why. I think there is a certain amount of variance in the volume levels of the music, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. Could do. Where are our background music? Filters. Is there a limiter? There is a limiter. That should stop it from getting too loud. I don't know what I want to set it to, but it's -6 decibels at the moment. No, it's not finding my not finding this at all for some reason. Let's go back to dual mode again. Maybe it doesn't like it in CD mode. Yeah, I don't think it's the iod, I think it's the computer itself. Sometimes it just doesn't initialize the USB properly, I think. It just sits there saying iod. It's the USB 3 side of things, I think, because it worked fine on the USB 2 until it decided it wasn't going to finish booting. So I'm not sure the USB 3 is initializing properly at boot up. It was quite common on older computers that the USB 3 wouldn't always work properly. Plug into the USB 2 and it initializes straight away. Linux, Arch Linux, there we go. Carrot House, do you mean PS2 the ports, PS2 the computers, or PS2 the PlayStation? There's so many meanings of PS2. There we go, it finds it in the USB 2. Yes. I have plenty of computers with PS2 ports. I have PS2 mice and I have PS2 keyboards. I don't own an IBM Personal System 2, and I don't have any PlayStations. Now, this is the iod. This is this virtual CD drive. Seems to be booting on USB 2 better this time than it was last time. Okay, now installing Arch. It's a bit of a black art. Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure. Is this? It is UEFI. This, isn't it? It will be, yes. Okay, this is the 2 terabyte drive. It's already got Linux on it by the looks of things, but I shall wipe it all off. So I want a new GPT disk label. I want to make a new partition 1, and I shall make this 10 gigabytes. Yes, remove that signature and change the type of that one to wherever it is. Far too many different types here now. I need this to be the EFI partition. Have you managed to get that PS2 to power up yet? UEFI, that's what I want. UEFI. There we go. Now another partition of however much this is. How much do I want? I'll put 32 gigabytes and make this a swap partition, and then another partition with everything else for the main file system. Because Silgalad, yes, because I don't know CFdisk as well as I know Fdisk. I'm very much an old school Linux user, and Fdisk is what I know. Okay, that should be our file system. We don't make active file systems anymore on GPTs. So I want mkfs.bfat sda1. I can't see what I'm typing behind this cat. sda2 is swap. And enable it. And SDA3 is the root file system. We love UIDs, Mock Helix. They're so easy to remember and understand. That's why I tend to label my file systems. Which is the point, I didn't label swap, did I? I'll remake the swap. Okay, so now we should have our file systems ready. I'll put SDA3 on MNT, make a boot, MDR, I don't like this keyboard, and an EFI within that, mount SDA1 on mount boot EFI. Now I have to remember the format for this. Have I got internet? I should have, yes. Yep. Okay, so it is. So the pack strap is the command to use, and we want -K to initialize an empty Pac-Man keyring, and we want to do it on MNT, and we want Linux base Linux firmware. I also like to do Vim and Grub, and I can never remember with Network Manager how hyphenated it is. I think it's not hyphenated, but it might be hyphenated. And now we just sit back and relax. Oh, there's other things I forgot to install, but I can install those later. Oh, this is Windows 3.11 for workgroups. It's the posh one. I used to make my living building Windows 3.11 computers. Made thousands of them. Well, hundreds of them. Failed to install packages to new root. It doesn't like some of the signatures on the repo. Ah. I think I need to do an update first, possibly. Let's take these out, so it's not as much to do. I've got a feeling my ISO image is a bit out of date, and I can't update it. What was the message it was giving me? Unknown trust. That's a common search. GPG refresh keys. See if that works. Nope. I can try. So that, or I'll just download an updated ISO, which I should do at some point anyway, really. This one's getting on a bit. That's looking better. Thank you very much for that, Silgalad. Kilgalad? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I wonder what TTS would make of it. CILGALAD, if I could type.
With channel points, Majenko Tech says.
It's pronounced Silgalid.
Silgalid. Okay, I'll go with that. Silgalid. I think that might have worked. CILGALAD. That makes sense. CILGALAD. Okay, so now I want Archchurut on /MNT. So now sudo needs to be installed, doesn't it? Most definitely. We need grub installing. It's thinking. It's thinking hard. Come on, it's not that hard to install grub. Yes, we're on the 4 gig. I think, anyway. Yep, neither of those are 4 gig. Okay. It's trying to install, it's just taking a little while over it. It's not happy, is it? I normally do that after installing grub. Get the system on there first, so it's got the grub folder to put the config into. rubbish. I'll try specifying everything, but the fact that it's telling me that it's installing means that it usually finds these things for itself. Exactly the same. Oh, it takes a couple of seconds, but not this long. Secure boot is disabled. I refuse to have secure boot on anything. I'm wondering if I made the EFI partition wrong. Because I made it as VFAT and I think I should have done it as FAT32. That doesn't seem to be making any difference. Yeah, I used ZSH for a while, but I didn't get on with it because I'm so used to Bash that I found things in ZSH that just didn't quite work as they should. So I switched back to Bash for my daily driver. Yes, Caratas, Cobb, and Seal Gallard, or anybody who's listening and watching, I need ideas and suggestions for emotes for the channel. And somebody to draw them as well, because I can't draw. If you come up with any ideas, let us know. And if you're any good at drawing, fancy drawing anything for us? No, this is not having it at all. I'm going to reboot. Let's just check the BIOS. Okay. We have the 2TB hard drive detected fine. It's currently set up as AHCI mode. We could go for native IDE. That might make a difference. I might try that actually. Secure boot is disabled. I could disable the TPM, but I don't see that makes any difference. A no Dells here logo. Oh, thank you very much, Caratage, for the 100 bits.
With 100 bits, Carters82 says,
Sheer 100 here are some motivational bits. As an aside, Windows would already have been installed, lol.
Windows would have already been installed, however, you'd then have Windows. I'm just going to run a mem test on this. The irony is, my main workstation is a Dell. The other irony . Dell keyboard. Yes, shorts you have to do constantly, all the time, in order to get any return from them. And they have to be incredibly good. Maybe Memtest 7 will be on the new ISO. I've just downloaded a new ISO of Arch, so I might pop that on here if I can, although I've got some problems with my iOD with Linux, in that I've upgraded the firmware on it recently to enable VHD file support, and since then I've not been able to put any new files on it on Linux. I have to use Windows, which kind of sucks. So if I want to put that ISO on my iOD, I'm going to have to reboot into Windows. So I'm going to open up chat on my other computer and then reboot into Windows.
I love it.
Right, Windows is booting. Everyone loves the Retro Recall Carrot House. It's the second best content on the internet. No, actually third best, sorry. It comes a close third behind me. And I come a close second behind Thor. Because we all love Thor. You don't know Thor? Pirate Software. He's the hottest thing on the internet right now, in more ways than one. He's recently taken the title of the biggest streamer on Twitch, with the most subscribers, the most followers, the highest hype train level, everything. He's taken the world by storm. And we absolutely love him. And it's all for the ferrets, absolutely. Let's see if I can get this to work right. That and that, followed by that and that. There he is. Right, where's this ISO gone? Downloads. Okay, that has copied over. Eject it. That's the new ISO now. Right, let's see if I can get this to mount. Arch Linux 2024-0101, released New Year's Day. me just bring up the installation instructions for Arch. Make sure I didn't miss a step or do something silly. Yeah, I tried their installer once and it just was horrible and didn't work, so I've never tried it again since. I prefer doing it manually. Okay. Can't remember what it's called. Arch install. That was it. See what it comes up with. See if they've improved it. It's decided it wants to have the IOD as SDA now for some reason. It's decided it'll work with it. I can't see what this is saying. Right, that might be it. Rub, not System D. Ugh. Let's use a nice super secure password. Absolutely. Background music is king. I'm going to go for an install, see what happens. Yes, we've all heard the rumours, Cobb. It's your business, is it? You get paid for it. Yes, it's always worrying when he goes on about coming over to see us. You did ask us to make fun of you, didn't you? You did beg me on Discord, please, please make fun of me. Please, I need the attention. Come on, please. You know we love you. We've got more running water over here than we can cope with at the moment. I'm lucky I live up a hill, so there's no water up here, though the river is flooded at the bottom of the hill. Okay, this might have worked. Grub seems to be installed. Sudo's already installed. Okay, and I sudo. I don't like this password. We need Vim. Gotta have Vim. Yeah, it's not fun when that happens. I shall uncomment that one. Let's see, what other groups do I want to be in? To be in audio, video, and where is it? UCP. That might be enough to get me working. Looking good. One place where I used to live, it was quite close to the river, and it was a small village. But the very centre of the village was a very, very slight rise above the rest of it. Only about 2 or 3 feet higher than the rest of the village, with my house right on top of it. And one year, the whole village completely flooded. It was all cut off, apart from my house in the middle. It was glorious. We're booted into Arch. Let's go for the big one, shall we? KDE installing. Well, that's the point. We're supposed to be having snow here tonight. It starts at 2 o'clock, ends at 2:01, and there's a forecast 7 flakes. Well, actually, no, it says it's brought it up to 9 o'clock now. In fact, it might be starting to snow any minute. Nothing yet. Personally, I love snow. I want it to snow more. Oh, more bits. Thank you very much, Caritas. You must have been paid recently.
With 100 bits, Caritas82 says,
Cheer 100, what the arch is this? Archie, go arch yourself. Get arched. Okay, I'll arch off now.
Yeah, go arch yourself. Right, I wonder if this will work. I need to change this keyboard. I've just noticed the mouse that I'm using on this, it's a Dell mouse. It's struggling. Oh, there it goes. Hey, we're into KDE. Kind of. Although what isn't installed is a terminal program. That's normally a console there, I think. We may not have any terminal. No. So I can't actually do anything when I'm in here. But we do have KDE, a glorious 800 by 600. Alright, let's break out to another shell. Hey there, Spies of Mud. How you doing? Welcome to the madness that is installing Arch on this trash-found computer. That's better. We've got console now. hate this keyboard. I'm going to have to change this keyboard for the Dell one, aren't I? Because this is a piece of rubbish, this thing. This is a... I'm hoping that says Perix. I'm praying that says Perix. What do you think? Is that Perix that it says on it as a brand? I'm saying it says Perix, definitely. Because if it's not Perix, well, it better be Perix. Definitely looks like Perix. Good. I'm hoping it is Perix. I think that has got to be the worst version of Unix around. Penix. Back in the days of Xenix and Venix, there's now Penix. VGA capture. Now this is PS2, so I don't know if it'll be happy changing live, but I'll try. What's the worst that can happen? Let's get the Dell keyboard. It worked. I might be able to type now as well. Okay, what am I doing now? I don't know. I need one of my favourite utilities, as well as a few others. Let's first put Git on. GCC make auto make. And git clone aur.archlinux.org/yay. I'm going to need Go as well, aren't I, for this? Yay is brilliant. Can't live without Yay. Yay is one of the myriad of package interfaces, not really a package manager because it's just an interface to the existing package manager for Arch, which deals both with the pre-built packages of Pacman and all the user-contributed build scripts in AUR, the Arch user repository. There are plenty of them to choose from, and in my opinion this is the best, because it's just so simple to use. And it runs as an ordinary user, and sudo's US needed. Oh, I didn't install it, did I? I forgot. I'm not using Yay to install it, am I? Install the package would help. There we go. So now I can do Yay Firefox. And I want the one from the extra repository. Off we go. It is a little sluggish, this computer. But it works. Ish. Oh. Note to self. Use the right mouse. Okay, we have a web browser. But it's not a bad little computer, this, actually. Let's get HTOP. Two cores, four threads, 4 gig of RAM. It would be nice to have more. BTOP I like, but not on a low resolution screen like this. BTOP is much nicer on a great big monitor where you've got loads of information. But when you're on just a little 800 by 600, it's not so good. I mean, you can do, but it does crush everything down quite a bit.
I love it.
You're enjoying this music, aren't you, Cobb, now? Of course, we could upset you. We could have a genre fight. Let's have a genre fight. Right, what else do I need to install? And there's all the KDE programs, actually, I suppose, isn't there? Oh. Tesseract. Oops. Can't see what I'm doing with the scroll bar behind me. It's 30 something, isn't it? It's 30. Yeah, I think KDE Applications Meter installs KDE games and everything. Yeah, I'm thinking a faster CPU would be nice. And a bit more memory would help matters. You'll have to remind me what the best CPU was again, because I've rebooted since then and lost the chat logs. $47.90 was it actually? It's in my Firefox history. So So yes, I need to acquire myself an i7 4790T. Oh, thanks, Cobb. I shall bookmark that. I shall see if a 4790T comes on eBay for a lower price at any time. I might need to upgrade the cooler for that as well, though, instead of this rubbish stock thing that's in there at the moment. Get myself a nice low-profile Noctua one or something. Oh, quality music. I think at some point I should also buy the Heartbound OST and have a Heartbound category on the music so we can switch to that. Because that's able to be used by streamers on their streams free of charge, as long as you've bought it. Let me have a look. It's on Steam. £4.29. Oh, it wants me to sign in, doesn't it? Let me just grab my phone. I didn't pay for the demo, no. I took the easy option and paid for the full game. It's cheaper than the demo. Okay, signed in. Oh, the game's not out, it's still in early access yet. He's only done about half of it or something. I reached the end of the early access part of it at one point, but then backtracked and took a different route. So why do you need me to sign in again? Where's Steam on here? There's Steam. I should have Half-Bound, the OST, available now. Hello, where is it? Maybe I have to install the game and it'll come with it. Where is this soundtrack I've just bought then? It says it's in my library. Ah, hang on. Need to turn on the soundtracks category, don't I? That's why I can't see it. Let me just mute the background music on here. And I might be able to play it on here, can I? Will it? No, I need to install it first. It's downloading. You're off, are you, Cobb? Go and get some rest, and I hope you feel better in the morning. And don't go back to work yet, not until you're completely better. There we go. That's good stuff. But I need to find out now how I can get it out of Steam and into my background music playing system. There they are. What format are they? MP3 files. Right, let's go on to my server, and where are we? Music. YouTube. New folder. Heartbound. I need to set up all new categories and things for this, so it won't be today. But I now have the Heartbound soundtrack on my server, ready to go. Right, oh, those have all finished installing now, so I should have everything available on here now, including all the games. I do miss having a mouse wheel. This mouse hasn't got a wheel, and I do miss it. I keep on automatically going to scroll the wheel and it's not there. Okay, patience, there we go. Gnarly graphics in 8x6. It would be nice to have a better graphics card in here as well, but it's a low profile case, so finding a card to fit it will be interesting, to say the least. I know they exist, but nothing particularly powerful, especially with a very small form factor power supply as well. So I'd probably be looking at something like a 1050 or something like that at most. Oops, didn't want to do that. That one goes there. Now we're making some progress there. That 2 can come down. 5 on the 6. Four on the 5, move the 3 over. 8 can come down. That gives us a 6 again. That's a 5 for it. Right, we've got an empty space. Seven can go on there with the 6. 3 comes up there. No, to Red Queen, Red King, I think I can. There's the 4 I need. Oh, there's a 4 there. This game is no longer winnable, apparently. That sucks. There's the king I was looking for. But the solver doesn't always know everything, though. Lack of aces is the problem. They're all locked away up here, no doubt. No, I think the solver's right. Stuff it. Right, what else have we got now? Actually, we want go into here first. And appearance. New global themes. Let's find a good theme for it. This is the one that I use normally, believe it or not. Or it's one like that, I'm not sure if it's that actual one. Let's have a look at something slightly more unusual. Let's try this nothing. Seems to be struggling to install it. Installed. I was a bit too quick there pressing apply. And if I also go into startup and shut down, it does appear to have SDDM settings there. Probably an extra thing I need to install for that then to be able to set up SDDM themes. But this is the nothing theme. Yeah, that is pretty nothing. Not sure I approve of this one. It's a bit too nothing. I'm thinking an SSD might be good in this as well, instead of the hard drive. I'm not even sure how I can get to the settings on this now that it's running nothing. This theme sucks, definitely. here and go back to Breeze Twilight. That's better. I can see what I'm doing now. Right. I'm just messing around now more than anything, aren't I? Not doing anything constructive. There's not much else I can do on this, I think. I'll put the lid back on though. Oh, it needs the front cover on, doesn't it? That's one thing that's missing at the moment. Not a bad little system, considering it was just lying there in the skip, saying, take me, so I did. But yes, definitely want to have gone under the desk. That's where all screws always go as soon as they hit the floor. I'll dig out another one later. I've got thousands of them. Yeah, so that definitely wants an upgrade to the CPU, a bit more memory, and maybe an SSD. And that will be a nice little workstation. Not quite up to the power of my Dell, but not bad for a trash found thing. No disk in the drive. But yeah, that's a very neat little unit. I'm very pleased with that. Not bad for its age. A couple of upgrades and it'll be really quite nice. Let's just go and shut it down. Don't know what I'll use it for. I've got no real use for it, but once it's been upgraded a bit, it might be a useful system. Right. Nothing else for me to do now, though. I think I've done what I set out to do. Pack away all my memory. Game time. I could do. I'm booted into Windows here, aren't I? Where are we? I need OBS running. We can have a bit of a play on a game for a while if you really like. It won't be one of the retro games though, because for that I'll have to dig out my Desk Pro again. Where's... Yeah, we'll play that. On Thursday, you want me to play X-Wing and things, do you? I'm sure I can find time to play games on it on Thursday. Depends on my viewers. You are my viewers. It depends if I can come up with anything better to play, what to do. I've been struggling to come up with ideas recently, so finding this in the trash was an absolute godsend for the stream. Right, what was I doing here? Oh yes, I've on a quest at the moment to make an amulet. I've got these 3 fragments of an amulet. I've got to go and put them on an altar to make them into a whole piece and kill 3 ghostly dudes, and they kicked my butt earlier. So I need to try again. And I forgot to save before attacking as well. Emerald Dragon Claw. Is currently bear, fish, snake. Bear, fish, snake. There we go. Good point, I should update this stream title, shouldn't I? If I can get out of Skyrim. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Update the category as well, so that it can warn people that I'm playing it and it may not be suitable for everybody. Right. This is the ivory one, isn't it? I need to look at. Ivory Dragon Claw is Bird Dragon. If Thor dropped 9,500 people into my stream, I think my cats would explode. Although I have tested it on his stream, and it worked. Though I did have to reduce their lifetime by a considerable amount, so it kept getting rid of the old ones as quickly as possible. Right, this is where it all starts to get horrible. I've got no mana and I am almost dead. And I'm dead. I remembered to cast Oak Flesh this time. Ouch. Didn't want to fall down there. Ah, I'm terrible at this. This is not an easy level. And certainly not when playing as a squishy little magic user. potions. And I'm out of mana again. And I'm dead. No, I'm not really quite ready for this room just yet. I think I need to get a few extra levels before I can do this. So I think I'm going to need to do some other quests first. If I can get out. Don't tell me I'm stuck in here now. Oh no, it's up here. I'm thick. A sword might help, but I'm not a sword user. I don't know how to use a sword. Well, I do, but not well enough to make any real difference. This is a pure 100% magic user. Does nothing except magic. I think I need a bit more health before I can tackle that one. And yes, mana is my only form of ammo. Or magicka, as they call it in this game. What else can I do instead of this one? Oh yes, the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. I've got to go and talk to some woman in the pub who stole this horn. I went to go and collect this horn and it had gone. And instead there was a note saying, "I've got your horn." Go away, I'm busy. Off to the pub. Always the best place to be. No, I don't want to pickpocket you. why. Going down into her secret lair.
I guess I'm getting pretty good at my
She gave me the horn, all right. How convenient. So I've got to either kill this dragon or take on that hard dude. I think I'd rather take the dragon. Off we go to Kynesgrove. Except we seem to have hit a bit of an impasse here. There, managed to get past him. Right, Kynesgrove is where? Can never find places on here. Up there, alright. So if we go to Windhelm, that'll make it a little bit quicker. How far away are we? Right, we want to go up this road. Along here somewhere. And I think up here. How's that? Yep, up here, then turn left at the corner. And that's why I'm here. Okay, dragon killing time. Oh, it's Alduin, of course, isn't it? Whee! Come on, get up. Come on, get up. I lasted a long time then, didn't I? I think I want to leave Alduin alone. Didn't really want to go all the way down there. To wait a bit and let my mana build up again. Oh, missed. It was considerably easier than the ghostly dude. One more Dragon Soul. Which means I might now be able to unlock, become ethereal. Which has its uses. Well, that's that job done. Right, it's 10 o'clock. It's time for me to disappear. Get this to quit. There we go. Now I might be able to get my mouse back. And come over here. There we go. Right, well, that was a fun evening, that. Let's just unhook this computer so that I can wave it around. And the Carrot House bot has activated. I'm not in the outro yet. Calm down. Right. Let's go to the outro, though. Where's outro hiding? There it is. Hurry up. I'm hurrying up. Here's the outro. Right. Well, that was a fun evening of a nice new trash found computer. The Acer Veriton. An i3, 4th generation, 4 gig of RAM. Had a half terabyte hard drive in it, but it's now got 2 terabyte one. Could really benefit from a CPU and RAM upgrade and an SSD, but it runs KDE quite happily on Arch. It would run Windows 11 on it. It's got a TPM. It's a very nice little system and found in the skip. So yeah, if you enjoyed that and you want to watch next time I'm streaming, which should be Thursday, then you might like to follow the stream to get notified. And I've just noticed that since I've rebuilt my scene here, my cats are in the wrong place. There we go. That's better. Yeah, you might want to follow the channel to get notified when I'm streaming next, or subscribe if you really like it and want to support the channel, or you could subscribe on Patreon and you'll get your name in the scrolling at the bottom here, as well as early access to videos that I make and a few other benefits. And of course you'll find me on YouTube and Discord and all the usual places. So yes, that was an enjoyable evening, and thank you very much for joining me on this magical journey installing Arch on an old computer. So yes, you're welcome, Carrot House. I enjoy these kind of streams because they're pretty easy to do. I just wish I could find more of these kind of things in the trash. So yes, I will see you on Thursday, if not before. In the meantime, have a wonderful life, and I will see you soon.